Okay, to The Rock's credit, he did not rock bottom somebody in this movie. Black Adam. So Black Adam is a new entry in the DCEU directed by, I don't know, however you say that, and stars Dwayne Johnson as the titular anti-hero. After waking from 5,000 years of imprisonment, Teth Adam brings his ruthless sense of justice back to the world that seems to inspire and give his people hope. But when a group of heroes known as the Justice Society confront Adam about his heroics, the question becomes, is he truly a savior, or is he a destroyer? To be honest, guys, I think all of us really wanted to see Dwayne Johnson play a superpowered being on screen. So years ago, when it was announced that he'd be playing Black Adam, everybody was kind of like,
"Shit, Negro, that's all you had to say."
I mean, he even looks like the guy. That being said, I was really excited for Black Adam, especially when they dropped all that footage at the beginning of the year that also featured stuff for The Flash and Aquaman 2. Unfortunately, though, 2022 has not been the year for DC that we were promised. The DCEU has also just kind of been in tatters as of late. So the question is, did Black Adam manage to bring something to the table that we've never seen before? Honestly, not a huge step in the right direction, but still pretty fun. I feel like if you're coming at this movie from the perspective of the average DC fan or critic's view, then this might not be that great. Watching it, it definitely feels like a movie that the general audience is going to enjoy a lot more. Luckily, I represent both. I'm honestly very torn about Black Adam because there is a lot to enjoy about this film. And on the other hand, there's a lot about this movie that just make it another generic run-of-the-mill superhero flick that's trying way too hard to jumpstart other franchises and spin-offs. You guys really think we're gonna get a Justice Society movie? Come on. Let's start with the stuff that I did like, the most obvious being Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam himself. He crushed it, and honestly, I was kind of scared that he wouldn't. I mean, let's face it, he's very prone to kind of just playing himself in certain roles. But here, he actually feels like he's playing a character. He's very stoic and stern, and dude, he does not give a shit at all. He kills the hell out of a lot of guys in this movie, and he never lets up, not once.
Heroes don't kill people. Well, I do.
Badass. And this movie surprisingly manages to make you care about him and side with him pretty much to the point where you're like, yeah, he does kind of have a point. Yeah. Kill him, Adam. One of the bigger standouts in this movie is Aldis Hodge as Hawkman. He's really good. He gets a lot of time to shine in this movie, and watching this dick measuring contest between him and Black Adam is very entertaining. If Hawkman is the standout, then Pearce Brosman as Dr. Fate is the show stealer. And for the people saying he's just a ripoff of Doctor Strange, I hate to burst your bubble, but Fate came first. Anyway, they need to lock down Brosman for this role because I need more Dr. Fate. I'll say if you came to this movie looking forward to seeing Cyclone and Atom Smasher, better luck next time. For the most part, the action in this movie is very well shot and choreographed. And I think seeing these superpowered beings' powers on full display is pretty much what makes this movie. Because when Black Adam is flying around, shooting lightning, and clashing with the Justice Society, it's honestly really awesome. And that's about all I really liked in this movie because, wow, this movie's structure is very weak. Kind of going back to the action for a second, guys, I'm a big action buff, but when it's non-stop action for almost 90% of the film, it can get very old and redundant. Black Adam never really slows down enough to give you a chance to breathe in between action sequences. So you end up just kind of being exhausted by all the stuff that's constantly happening on screen. And some of the effects are very janky at times, like really bad. There's also a lot of really redundant stuff in here that we've just seen way too many times at this point. In fact, the entire third act of this movie is just one big superhero film cliche, and it's very eye-rolling. Also, the normal human characters in this movie, why are they here? I get that they're supposed to be the eyes on the outside looking into this world of gods and superheroes, but at this point in 2022, I feel like we just don't need that anymore. They don't add anything to the plot, and they really don't do anything that important. Plus, the kid in this movie is really annoying. Like, really annoying. So they should have been removed from the film, that way we could possibly focus on developing Cyclone and Atom Smasher more. Those two are extremely underdeveloped, and watching this movie, it definitely feels like they did have some kind of plan for Cyclone and Atom Smasher. A plan that was eventually scrapped because there's already too much stuff going on in this movie. It's just too overloaded for its own good. Best way to describe it, this movie is ultimately just a mix of Suicide Squad 2016 and BVS. Too much going on and moving way too fast for the audience to keep up with. If they had shortened some of the action sequences and developed some of the other characters, Black Adam could have been a really solid movie. Plus, remove the entire third act. We didn't need that. But they didn't, and it ultimately just kind of drags this movie through the mud. Big time. In the end, guys, Black Adam is just very generic. I enjoyed a lot of the stuff for what it was. In terms of being the movie that's supposed to fix the DCEU, yeah, better luck next time. Dwayne Johnson is really good in this movie, and I do want to see more of his Black Adam, just in a better movie. All honesty, Black Adam probably would have been a better time if I was baked.
Roll it up, Jeremy, roll it up.
Smoke weed every day.
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new. And thank you guys so much for joining me on my review for Black Adam. It's been a few days since I've seen it, but I've been recovering from a cold. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but yeah, I'm still pretty nasally. I do have one more review after this, and I think we have 2 more movies in the month of April. That being Ticket to Paradise and Pray for the Devil. So just, yeah, kind of keep an eye out for videos on those movies as well. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And as always, I'm the Unbiased Movie Nerd, saying peace, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace out, everybody.